Do you have a guest shirt?
Yeah, I do.
Sweet, good work.
Shopping tape. So I can take those.
Okay. Everybody in the audience is good. Meagan, you ready?
Yeah.
Let me just see here. Actually, it looks like it started. Go ahead.
Okay. So Meagan introduced Paige before, but Paige Murray is the program assistant for our program. So I always notice that you're really wearing really cute outfits. So I wanted to ask you how you would describe your personal style.
I think it changes more on a daily basis. It's not something obviously that I think about a lot, but I like to think that my style is very functional. I would never wear something that I couldn't, do what I needed to do that day in. So mostly I would say comfort. I like to wear lots of comfortable things. I like to wear lots of things that make me happy.
Yeah.
So lots of fun prints and stuff like that. But I think it changes based on, if I find a pair of boots that I really like that are a little bit more hardcore than something I would necessarily wear, I think that turns it in a new direction for a little bit until I get sick of a certain piece. So.
Yeah. Well, it's super cute.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have a fashion icon that you really like? Or someone that you try to maybe mimic dressing up or just idolize what they wear?
Not really.
No.
I'm a big fan of Pinterest, so I'm on Pinterest a lot.
Yeah. It's a huge time thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So lots of just, no one in particular, just lots of random girls on there. When I was younger, I went through a bit of a Jackie O phase. I had a relative when I was probably would have been about grade 4, tell me that I looked like her one day, and I took it and ran with it. So I was like in, I was an 8-year-old and I was wearing like pearls and stuff. One year I saved up a bunch of my allowance money, and I went and I bought a blazer. So an 8-year-old running around in a blazer, so a little bit ridiculous.
With pearls.
Yeah, with pearls. So I thought it was a big deal.
Yeah, you would have been as an 8-year-old. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Have you traveled to many places that would say be called fashion capitals?
Not really. I don't think when I travel, I like to go to smaller centers anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm not really, I don't really travel with that in mind necessarily. I don't think so. I come from a very, very small town too, so definitely not a fashion capital by any means. Zero fashion inspiration.
Whereabouts is that?
It's in Manitoba, southern Manitoba, 650 people. So yeah, very exciting in terms of style, but
It's super not fashion forward. No. Excellent.
yeah. So yeah, no, I don't think so. Fashion or travel doesn't really influence my style at all.
Cool. Whereabouts have you traveled?
I've been to a couple different places. I was just in Mexico in February. I've been to Vegas a few times, just small places like that. I did an exchange program when I was in high school, and I went to live in Brazil for a little bit. So yeah, that was really neat. I've been to a few different places in Canada, but not nearly as many places as I would like to go.
Yeah. What would you say were the biggest differences between what people would say were in southern Alberta compared to Brazil?
A lot more layers here in southern Alberta. Brazil was very sexy. There was always people, there was boobs everywhere all the time. There was lots of short skirts, and it was really hot. We were in the Amazon region for half of the trip. So there was people, just women in bathing suit tops and like kids running around pretty much naked in the river region. But yeah, I guess just a lot less layers, a lot more. Sex appeal is a huge thing over there. So the women are always very, very conscious of how they look and how they're representing themselves that way. So I think that would probably be the single greatest difference in terms of style. So.
What colours do you tend to gravitate towards in clothing?
I used to always give my mom crap when I was growing up because she would always wear black all the time, and it was so boring. I used to say, Mom, gotta mix it up, you gotta wear some colors and stuff. And now I find that as I've gotten older, I'm starting to dress a little bit more like my mom. Lots of neutrals, lots of things. When I buy something, I need to think my mind, okay, this needs to match 5 different of my go-to outfits pretty much. So I probably gravitate more towards neutrals and things that I know I can wear with multiple things, so.
Do you have a go-to store or a go-to brand that you know you can pick anything up and it'll work really well?
Not really. Not really. I do lots of, my friends and I always get together and do clothing swaps. So I find brands there that I never would have, known otherwise. But I like American Eagle. I find myself buying just lots of standard things at American Eagle. But I don't really have a favorite store. For accessories, I love all the Coach and Kate Spade stuff. But that's a bit of an expensive habit.
Yeah, Kate
So,
Spade.
yeah, she's my favorite.
She's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna
good.
Go